Hi guys, my name is Cory Simmons with Tuts Plus, and today I'm going to show you this package that I found called BrowserSync. You can think of BrowserSync like live reload, except across multiple devices, including physical ones. So if you've got like a smartphone or a tablet laying around, then you can sync those up as well. If you scroll down here a little bit, you can see it also has something called Action Sync, which means if you scroll in one of your websites, all of your other devices will scroll as well. Same with like clicking, refreshing, using forms, things like that. It's integrated with task runners like Grunt and Gulp already, so you can use it like that, or we can just use it as a standalone product, and that's what we'll be doing this time. So if we scroll down here a little bit, to get started, we need to install Node.js. So hopefully you already have it. If you don't, then you need it. So just follow this link to get Node. And the reason why you need Node is because it comes with something called Node Package Manager, which has just a ton of really useful tools for front-end development, for just pretty much everything. So first, let's copy that link, and then we'll open up a terminal, and we'll just paste that link, that command. So it's doing Node Package Manager install globally BrowserSync. The global flag will let us use BrowserSync pretty much anywhere. Okay, so it's done installing. So now if we just type in BrowserSync, we can get a list of options to use with it. So we can init to create a new configuration file to use across teams, or maybe we're on a different computer or something, or, we want the same configuration that we had when we were using BrowserSync. And then there are also all these different configuration options down here. So these are the types of things that might be in that config file. We don't need to do that right now, just to show you how to use it. So what we're going to do is come down here to this server example, and where it says BrowserSync start server files, CSS, and then all of our CSS files. We're going to use this command, but first we need to create a project. So I've got a folder here, BrowserSync demo, so I'll just open that up in Sublime Text. And now let's make an index.html, and we'll just make this as simple as possible. Okay, so I'm pointing to a style sheet in the CSS directory, and I'll just say h1 hello world. Okay, so now I'll make this this style sheet in my CSS directory, and we'll just give that h1 a background of red. Okay, so now that we're in this directory, what we can do is just copy and paste this line right here, and it's going to start a server, and it's going to watch those files. So we'll hit enter, and automatically it pops up a new window at localhost 3000 that shows our website. Cool. So now let's put this over here, and if we go in here and change this from red to blue, it automatically injects that CSS into our page. Pretty awesome. So we've already got live reload that quickly. So change it back. Now, if you have something like Xcode installed on your computer, then you can get something with it called the iOS simulator. And now we've got an iPhone simulator. So let's open this page up in Safari, and that's localhost 3000. It just says localhost for some reason. And now let's make this window a little bit smaller so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so now if we change this from red to blue, it automatically updates both our iPhone simulator and Chrome. Pretty cool. We can do it with Firefox and whatever browsers we want as well. Pretty cool. So now the other thing that I wanted to show you was over here in our terminal, you can see this external URL. So with your smartphone or your tablet, if you connect that to your local network, either through like your Wi-Fi or whatever, then you can just navigate to this URL right here, and it'll pop open on your device. So you'll be able to use your iPhone, and as you're scrolling in Chrome over here, it'll scroll over there. And just to see what the scrolling looks like, let's go in here and add just a ton of text. Say 5,000 words. Okay. So we'll refresh. Right now we have to manually refresh whenever we change HTML and such. But in a future version, that's going to be automated. So anytime you update your HTML, it'll update automatically, just like it would with CSS. So now that we've got our HTML in there, let's scroll, and that's what it'll look like across all of your devices, which is pretty cool whenever you're trying to sync up everything and have the same view on all of your devices. I also wanted to mention that it works on BrowserStack as well. So if you're trying to test for Internet Explorer or whatever, or if you have a virtual machine you're testing, it'll work there as well. If you're on like MAMP or WAMP or something like that, and you've got like a PHP server, or you're using Rails and you've got a Rails server launched, then you can do BrowserSync start proxy, and then whatever the URL, the port is for your local host, and then whatever files you want to watch, and it'll work with that as well. So in conclusion, BrowserStack is pretty amazing. It works with all kinds of devices, pretty much any device, and I mean it's so good that they're using it at Google with the Web Starter Kit. If you just Google that, you can check it out here. Which is kind of like the new HTML5 boilerplate, except it's like a little bit more robust and incredibly optimized. So if you get a chance, check out this project as well. Anyway, that's it for today's quick tip. I hope you learned a lot, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks.